welcome back to the That's What I Was Thinking podcast. Enjoy the episode. Trin here. Don't know if you knew, but I have the flu. Anyways, I was just recapping to myself about the rave that Katy Perry was in 2011, 2012, around that time. I was in elementary school. I don't know, I was probably 9 or 10. And Katy Perry was dropping bangers every week. What is that song that I have stuck in my head? I swear it's a Katy Perry song. This is what got me into it. She's like, I want to see your peacock, cock, 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 cock. I want to see... Okay, let me not get copyrighted. But you know what I'm talking about. What are you hiding underneath? Let me tell you, it's a peacock. And I'm 9 years old on the playground, shaking my thing, singing about peacocks. So, yeah, if that doesn't sum up the chokehold that Katy Perry had on us, I don't know what will. Was that popular in other places, outside of the U.S.? Chime in, let me know. During that time, she's not nearly as famous as she used to be. I idolized her. And then, oh my God, she came out with the documentary, and there's that part where she was dating that guy. What's that man's name that she was married to? We've got to look it up. Give me 1 second. I will find out. Russell Brand. God, what is that movie he was in? Okay. Oh, God, I don't know. But he's in something that I keep... Anyways, let's get back on track. So, there's this scene in the documentary where Katy Perry she's crying. Basically, they make it seem as if he broke up with her right before the concert. He's like, hey girl, hate to break it to you right before you go on stage, but we are divorcing. It's official. I no longer love you. So, with that being said, Katy Perry's bawling her eyes out. She's having a moment, and she has I'm telling you, this is in her prime. She is so popular. I wanted nothing more than to be there in that room at her concert. Okay? And they're just going crazy, and her producers and everything are like, Katy, do you want to go out there? Do you want to call it off? And they're all like, Katy, Katy. And she's sitting there crying, holding a necklace or some shit like that. And she's like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go out there. And she goes out there and kills it. Oh my God, I was addicted. That got me so parched. I cannot tell you how dehydrated the flu makes you because, geez, am I just I don't know, I'm something dry, I'll tell you that. Because, woo, I just cannot get enough moisture. Oh. Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to bring that up real quick. Honestly, I've manically reorganized every drawer in my room. And, typically I don't have time to just be in my room for, hours on end during a day. But, the thing is I get really tired really fast when I'm really sick, as I am right now. And I have to stop maybe every 30 minutes to an hour to, just chill in bed or take a little nap. And then I get up and I'm like, well, recharged. Let's go for another 30 minutes or an hour. Lay back down. So, yeah, I've just been in my room where I can continually make a mess and clean it as I go. And it's working out great for me. I just keep standing here opening and closing the drawers, just as you may have heard 20 seconds ago. Yeah. And whenever I open my mouth too wide, it sounds like someone's putting a little shot in my ear, a little wave. I'm at the beach. It's just just the waves are just flowing right now. Just whoosh. Yeah, I can hear the tides. I must be a mermaid. Oh my God, I just randomly was reminded about that movie, Aquamarine. Oh my God, I used to love that movie. With her her little blue dress whenever she comes out of the little supply closet at the pool. And there was something in the water she was going after, like a gummy or something. I just loved her so much. And her little starfish earrings that would whisper to her. I saw a video where somebody did her as a Halloween costume and wore the little earrings and then put the sound over it of them talking. I mean, if I don't recreate that, my life is not complete. Wow. I love it. Jeez. And, you know, I've been watching all the... God, what is her name? I've been watching a lot of movies on Netflix. And, oh gosh, Hugh Grant, I think his name is. Sandra Bullock. I've been watching Sandra Bullock movies. But Hugh Grant was in the other one I'm talking about. Let's see. Sandra Bullock. Okay, yes, I've been watching literally every movie of hers. I've watched Miss Congeniality. I can probably only name one more, but, you know, that's for another time. God, there's so many I just want to rent. Practical Magic, like, geez, I love that. I think Practical Magic is the movie that I might have seen. My grandma would put on all kinds of movies for me all the time. Like, she got me into movies. That woman just could not stop. But anyways, in Practical Magic, I think that's the one I'm thinking of. All the girls, like, sit around and they, like, slice their hand, like, open palm, like, slice that bad boy with a knife, like, hold it so blood pours out onto Lord knows what, and, like, a cup? What were they pouring? Anyways, they make, like, a soup of blood with all their bloods together, and they drink it, and it makes them, like, blood sisters, or, like, I don't know which sisters are connected now, but I was obsessed with that. I used to, like pinch my skin a little bit on the side until it had, like, a little scrape, and then I just, like, fold it really tight and try to get the blood out, see if I could get anything out of there, even though I ripped off, like, the outer layer of my skin, and, you know, had 6 more layers to go, and I was still like, come on, I need somebody on the playground to be my blood sister. Like a freak. Who does that? That's crazy. Not me. Apparently I do. Jeez. Forgive me. But yeah, never successfully got there. So don't do everything you see in Practical Magic, or maybe I just made that up. Who is the other girl that I was thinking of? Let's see. Hugh Grant. What was that movie? Notting Hill. Notting Hill. Let's see. Yes. Notting Hill. Hugh Grant. Julia Roberts. Oh my God. Why is Hugh Grant, like, so hot, but so, like, not hot? I don't know. It's just something about him. I just feel like, I've just been craving for men to dress how they used to. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, shoot, dropped my phone. That's the mic of the day, if you couldn't tell by the shitty audio, and it's probably going to be, like, horrid with my little sicky voice. But I have high hopes. I got a new phone, and I haven't really been, like, dipping it in water like my last one, so let's see. Anyways, damn, I need to heat up some chicken noodle soup right now because I'm so parched, I can't even tell you. Like, just get me a chicken noodle. Here we go, thank God. Whew. What was I saying? Definitely adding some rice in this chicken noodle soup got me up. Let's see. It is like 60% burnt, but we don't even care. Sorry, we're doing a little intermission while I put my rice into my chicken noodle. Let's continue. I don't remember what I was talking about. Something about Hugh Grant. I mean, somebody is grabbing their phone and shaking it and telling me that I'm a stupid idiot because I can't remember something I was talking about 5 seconds ago. But honestly, just this thirst has overcome me to a point of no return. Like, I will not stop until I have chicken noodle soup with rice in it, heated up in a little bowl with my little hands cupped around it, warming me from the outside in to my core until my heart turns so big and so pink that it bursts and I just become a princess. Anyways, so Hugh Grant, he's like I don't know, he's attractive, but he's like not attractive. I mean, I don't know what I mean by that, but oh, okay, yes. I kind of miss the way that guys would dress back in the day. I mean, you always see pictures of these young men in like nice slacks and like a button up, or like even like the greaser looking guys. I mean, it was so simple yet just sexy. I mean, what more can I say about it? Like, I don't know. But I feel like nowadays, if a man does dress like that, a lot of times it's like, oh, they're really niche, or like they must have their nails painted as a combo, or it's fake, or like just some BS like that. Like, I feel like they'd be like, oh, like, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of slander that could come with dressing like that in an underlying way. Not saying that I would ever say something about somebody who dresses like that. Obviously, I think it's hot, so I'm not going to be talking smack. But I could just see myself, I don't know, I don't understand what I'm trying to say. Maybe what I'm trying to say is that with the way that beauty standards are set up and things, I feel like if I was a man in today's society where you don't typically dress how people used to dress, let's say in the 70s and 80s and 90s, how a young man would dress was very different. And I would be scared as a young man to wear that now and how I'd be perceived. Just regular insecurity. I could see how somebody could feel that way, but as a woman who does find themselves attracted to men, has a boyfriend, all the things, I do think that is hot. I will also say my boyfriend dresses nothing like that. He dresses like he's out of like a Nike ad or something. Like, I don't know. He's got athletic wear out the ass. I mean, he cannot get enough of it. I mean, he's even got like special running hats and running shorts and like every make and model of on clouds on the planet. Like if he's mad at me, I can whisper on cloud to his phone for 30 minutes. And in the evening, I know he'll be fine because he'll be on the OnCloud website after getting served 30 ads. And he'll just be looking at shoes. And instead of him being mad at me, he'll be up at 11 p.m. asking me which colorway of OnClouds do I like more. So, does that buy me like a good 20 minutes of time to read the book that I just bought on my Kindle for the 6th time that week? Yes, it does. Is there anything wrong with that? No, there's not, because we're both enjoying ourselves together. Just took a bite of that chicken noodle soup. I've got to say, it smacks. I mean, I cannot tell you how many times I've looked out the window in the past, 25 minutes, probably 15 times. Just because my neighbor yesterday, not my actual neighbor, okay, so I've got a neighbor across the street, and she's got a boyfriend with a big ass mouth. Let's just say that. I'm 22. This young woman across the street is younger than me. I swear I never see her leave the house. She is not in school or has a job as far as I can tell, because I swear the door in her house doesn't even open. I'm pretty sure I don't know if it's her grandparents' house or her parents' house, but she has a daughter with this other young man. This other young man appears to be probably about my age, like 21, 22. But, I mean, if she told me he's 19, I wouldn't even be that shocked. Let's just put it that way. And I'll give you a little bit of background on this young man in a minute here, but right now we've just got to keep going with where we're at. Anyways, she has a child. I don't know how old the child is, maybe like 2 years old, 2.5, maybe 3. I know that's a big jump, but just bear with me. Toddler, okay? Anyways, it's not a big deal. She's got a child. Okay, I swear this is the time. She has a toddler with this young man that, a lot of what I'm going to tell you is just hearsay and what I can gather from watching their interactions, because they're not catty corner to me. They're not down the street. They're directly across from me. It's not a big street, okay? Like, you can fit one car going one way, one car going the other way, but you can't go, like, fast past each other. Like, the lanes aren't that big. I live in Florida, just for some context. But her boyfriend, he, like, comes every day on his bicycle, and, like, there'll be, like, bike parts out in the road. One time I saw the full thing disassembled. He somehow has a new one. Allegedly, he does not have a home, and his parents told him, listen, you need to get out because you've got issues and you're just beyond help. Apparently, he lives in the woods nearby in a tent, maybe like, 3 miles from us. And he does appear that that's the case for him. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say, but anyways, he comes to the street all the time on his bike, and he'll be like yelling at the neighbor. And whenever I first saw this start occurring, it was like here and there, and they'd be like walking down the street holding hands. And in my head, I thought, oh man, they just must really, really like each other, and like her parents probably disapprove. So this is why because they'd be out like, I'd leave the house at like 8 and they'd be out there at like 2 a.m. And I'm like, she's so young. Like, shouldn't you be in Spanish class at the local high school? Like, girl, what is going on? Like, you have class in the morning. This is back when they did come in and out of their house. This soup is just like, wow. You might need to mute me for a second because, whoa. Oh my God. Okay, so he's basically just like he's like standing on the street, harassing her. This is after all the kissy smoochiness. I swear when I pulled up, and she is just going to town, sucking off that young man, like on the side of her house next to a palm tree. Like, they were in love, okay? This was like, I don't know, like a year and a half, 2 years ago. So then I saw him another day. I'm gardening. I probably still have the video too. And I'm here like yelling in the distance. It's like, what the fuck? Like crazy. So I'm like, okay, well, I obviously need to hide behind the AC unit on the side of my house, even though I have a privacy fence, and listen to everything that's going on and proceed to take a video. That's what I decided would be best. So, yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Like, take a shot every time I say that, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, he's just slowly gotten really crazy. I've seen him grab her and throw her down and who knows what else. And then they've got that like baby inside, like listening to them. It's like he's not allowed in the house at all. It's just a effed up situation, to be honest. And I can't stop looking out the window today because yesterday he came up to my driveway and like was saying stuff about my brother to my boyfriend. And like then when I talked to my brother, I found out that he like approached him whenever he was getting out of his car the other day, ran up to him like he was gonna hit him. Like just wild stuff. And it's like spitting on, I don't know, he's just doing weird stuff that he should not be doing. So we called the cops yesterday. My boyfriend called the cops, handed me the phone. I was like, I'm not talking to them when they get here and having my little flu mouth all over like our local police department. Like, no. That sounds like a horrible idea. Yeah. Alright, so after eating like 80% of that bowl of soup with the little pieces of rice in it, whoa, I feel like I'm pretty ready to go for part 2. I guess, let's talk about the gym for a second. So I go to the gym, I go to like I don't know, what do you call those, like, I go to like a corporate gym. I don't like they have them everywhere. You can get a membership and go anywhere you want. And it's not like crazy expensive. So I'm guessing you can narrow it down in your head. I've been going to the gym for a while, like a couple years now. My friend Shannon, she had gotten out of the military and she taught me everything I needed to know about the gym. The guy that I was dating at the time, he was really into working out and crap, and I wanted to get into it. I just wanted to get stronger. Prior to that, I did have an interest in going to the gym, but I was young and I didn't make my own money. I would always download these 30-day challenges on my cell phone, and I would do those in my room till like 3 a.m. like a crackhead. So then I mentioned the guy that I was dating at the time when I started going because he was a big reason that I wanted to go. I wanted to get strong and, you know, have something to connect with him on. And he told me, okay, well, you need to get a membership to this gym or I'm not going to teach you how to work out. That's the only place I want to work out at. So I'm like, well, shit, I mean, I guess so. Let me take my $8.25 an hour that I get from Tropical Smoothie and pay for a gym membership for us to both go. So that's what I did. And I will say it was kind of expensive to sign up. I probably paid like $270, and then I pay like $50 a year for having the membership, and then I pay about $40 a month. So I mean, overall I'm paying a lot of money to attend the gym. And for that first like year or so that I had it, I didn't go like at all. I never used the membership. I used it probably like 2 times, and I went to like use the treadmill or something. Like I was doing nada with that. And then I met Shannon through that ex-boyfriend of mine. And she came out of the military, and she was like, oh, like, I had to work out a lot, and, I mean, I've done a lot of research, I had a lot of experience, like, let me go to the gym with you, because, honestly, the biggest part of it is I was like, I don't want to go in there and look dumb as and it's intimidating being a girl who's, like, 17, 18 years old. I was probably 17 because I remember I had to go with my mom and make her sign something. Maybe I was 16. I mean, I was young. But I was lower than 18. I know that because I had to drag my mom there. And so, gosh. So I end up signing up for the membership, and I never go because I'm like scared and insecure, and I'm around all these men. Like, it is intimidating. And so then I meet Shannon. Shannon teaches me how to work out. She shows me this app called the Sculpt You. No, just Sculpt You, not the. It's just Sculpt You. It's purple. Looks like a little flame emoji. Like a white little flame. I don't know how to explain it, but you can look it up. There's also the website. You can use the website. Website works great. And I still to this day use that. And I love that app. I mean, that thing got me a shelf. Like, let me tell you, Katrina right, she got me right. So now I go to the same gym all these years later. And well, I go to a different club than when I started at, because the one I used to go to is just way too busy. Like, just like people on top of you constantly having to ask to like share machines and stuff. It's like, I don't always want to do that. Like, I'm social, but sometimes I just want to deck people in the face when I'm working out, and sharing a machine with someone really does not help that urge, let me tell you right now. Okay? Yeah. So yeah, I brought this up because like around the first week of January, I signed up for a exercise like program competition. It's the Zila challenge. So basically this guy Ilya helps all of his friends do like a fitness transformation, and he just helped his friend David, who's very popular, David Dobrik. He's super popular YouTuber, but got into, some murky waters a couple of years ago with some stuff and hasn't really posted much, and came back posting recently announcing his, transformation with Zila. And the competition is that the winner gets a Tesla, a brand new Tesla. So, I heard that, and at first I was like, I'm not gonna sign up. Like, I thought about it. I was like, yeah, that would be so cool. But like, I kind of had that self-doubt in my head telling me like, you won't sign up. Like, because I just knew inside that if I did, that I would win. I just knew I would. So it was like a couple days before signups closed, and I was like, damn, like, I need to do it. So I just went online just to look at it, and I just followed the steps and signed up faster than I even expected. And I've been doing the Zila challenge. I have to say, like, I've been pretty dedicated and I've been doing really good, but right now I have the flu, so it's on hold. Which, actually, I'm gonna have to end the pod here right now and just call it quits, because, man, my throat is just really getting to me so bad. But thank you so much for listening to the That's What I Was Thinking podcast, and go follow Katrina on Instagram and download the Sculpt You app. I think her Instagram handle is, she has a new last name. It's Katrina McKenna _. That's the founder of the Sculpt You, and her videos are just very explanatory. Like, you can scroll back and find so many good things on her profile. I've made some of the recipes she's posted. She's literally amazing. And follow me on Instagram if you feel like it, or don't. And have a great night. And don't forget to be you. And don't forget to go to the gym, okay? Jeez. Duh. Okay, bye.